Hey guys, well, how are you? Today we're going to be talking about DNA angels and how they can help you on your journey to discovering your family tree. So I used a DNA angel fairly recently, about a year ago. So to start the story, I did my DNA back in April of 2023. And that's when I received my results. And the results that came through were different from what I had expected them to be. And you kind of go through the process of wondering what's going on, then being upset, being a little bit angry, trying to figure out who you are, where you've come from, and all of those kind of things. About 10 months later, I was then in a place to actually look into my family tree and figure out what it was I wanted to know about the history of my family biologically. So on Facebook, they have some groups that look into DNA, and I decided that I wanted to go and see if somebody would be a search angel for me. It would help me confirm what I believed I knew about who my potential maternal grandfather actually was. So I put my story up online, and once I'd put it there, normally a search angel will pop up and say, yes, I'd be happy to help you, or whatever, if they feel that they could help you in that scenario. So I actually had somebody else pop up and say, what about this person helps you? And they tagged the person, and the person responded with like, yeah, sure, I'll send you a message. And they did. And it turns out that she is just such a wonderful person, and she has helped me a great deal. We haven't obviously been able to finish my family tree. It's a huge project because in every avenue that we looked, there were branches going the wrong way. But she was able to confirm for me the information that I had thought was correct about who my DNA grandfather actually is. So we worked all of that out, and then she has also helped me then on the paternal side, because on the paternal side there was a similar incident for my dad. So my dad's grandfather was not his grandfather. My surname is Davies, but it's the Davies line that is actually in question, because it was my dad's dad who we were trying to figure out. And it turns out that Davies is not actually the name that we would have had through DNA. So she helped me to uncover that, it either had to be the name Matchett or the name Anderson. And obviously the name Anderson is super popular. So I was really hoping that it would lean towards Matchett. And then it was a matter of me hunting through my DNA and using my DNA to give me hints. So at this point, I can say, I think I know who my dad's grandfather actually is as well. So I have gone back to my DNA angel this week, so a year later, and, said to her, can you have a look at this for me? And she has, and she's gone even further than that. So the whole point here is that, if you're wondering how you can find out about your DNA, how you can actually decipher it, then consider looking for a DNA angel, because they are free. You don't have to pay for them. Very kind people who volunteer their time and expertise in genealogy. And if they think they can help you, then they will help you. Now, I imagine there's loads of people out there who perhaps need the help even more than me, but aren't game to put it out online to ask for help. So my suggestion would be actually go and ask if somebody is able to help you, because it is worth taking the risk. Out of the conversations with my DNA angel, I have actually developed a really good friendship online. I feel like we have things in common. We've talked about many things, not just about our family tree. We're now Facebook friends as well. It's just been really nice to make that little friendship with somebody who's really keen to help me figure out my lines. There's still things going on. My dad's mum, so my nana, also has an issue with where perhaps her dad is not her dad. And we know this because the DNA doesn't appear from that line of the family. So we still have that issue. I can't figure it out. It's still there. I think I might know perhaps a surname. But I'm sure there will be times in the future when I go to my DNA angel again and say, can you have a look at this? And she probably will. And she'll either tell me, yes, you're right, or no, you're wrong. And yeah, so it's so worth making a friend in the process. It's so nice to find somebody who's keen to help, somebody you can just have a conversation with, so you don't think you're going crazy whenever you find an answer that you think it could be. It's well worth doing. So if you haven't considered looking for a DNA angel yet, and you know that you need some help, then it's a really big tip on my part for you. I would seriously suggest it if you're having trouble with your family tree. There are plenty of people out there that are willing to help. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune, and they're a good place to start. If they can't get you all the way to the end, of course you can go and hire somebody as well. There's plenty of people online who will offer their services to you. but you will learn a lot from the DNA angel too. So in the time that I've been working with my DNA angel, I feel like I have learned a massive amount about how to research, how to record, how to look for people in the tree, how to use Ancestry to the maximum that I can, how to gather evidence, how to compile certificates that I find online, and how to use those to find the next person in the chain. So it's well and truly worth reaching out, finding somebody who has a little bit more expertise than you and allowing them to teach you. So I wish you well on your journey with your family tree. If you're struggling to find somebody at the moment, let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to be able to give you some tips on maybe what I know. Okay, bye for now.